A portion of the taxes collected by the South African government is given to different municipalities. The pie chart below shows the expenditure of South African municipalities for April to June 2020. Okay, basically we have a graphical representation here, the pie chart. Okay, so the first question, 5.3.1, determine in rand the amount of money spent on interest. So where do we find the interest portion here? So if you look at interest paid on this part here, you'll see it is A. Okay, so let's look at the pie chart and you'll see A is here, but A doesn't have an amount. So in order for us to get the amount, remember all these are percentages, so we need to take 100% and keep subtracting all the percentages. So all we need to do is keep subtracting, and once we subtract, we arrive at the answer for A. The other option is you could add up all the amounts. For instance, 6% plus 6% plus the 7% plus the 8%. Keep in mind that you must not leave out any percentages as you are writing, because of exams you tend to rush and you tend to leave an amount off by accident, and this can cause your calculation. So double check that you've entered all the percentages, and so subtracting this we get an answer of 3% for A. But remember, this doesn't answer our question because they want us to determine in rand the amount of money spent on interest. Now the amount of money, they don't want the percentage. So what we need to do is we need to find 3% of, and the value there is, if you look at the total money, total budget is 105.9 billion. So in order for us to write this down mathematically, so let's just look at it how we can do it. Okay, you know, 3 zeros here would give us okay, let's put a heading here, would give us our 1000, right? The 3 zeros mean 1000. After that, the next 3 zeros would mean a million, and the next 3 zeros would mean a billion. That means in order for us to write a billion, it must be 9 zeros, right? So let's write down this number. That means if they say 105.9 billion, this means the 105 will come here, 105. So 105, read it, this will be, here's my 105 here, and there's my billion here, so 105 billion. That means with the 9 zeros, but they've got a comma there, so that means that 9 now will now 105.9, that 9 would now, that comma would be here, so the rest would be all zeros. So this is basically how we write down 105 billion, and that 900 would be 900 million. See, 900, see this case here is to show you 900 million. So it's 105 billion 900 million. That's how you would read that number. So let's find 3% of this. So let's write this down. That's 3% times 105.9 with 8 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Right, okay, it's 8 zeros. Remember that it's normally 9 zeros for a billion, but the 9, this 9 there, that 9 that's after the 5 will take this space of the 9th zero. So that's how we get 105 and 900 million. Okay, so now punching this into the calculator, we will get 3177 0 0 0 0 0 0. So basically, if you look at it, if you use separators, let me use separators here. That's for the 1000, that's for the million, and that's for the billion. So my answer would be 3,177 billion. Mr. Saul stated that if the employees were given a 5% increase in salary, it would cost the municipality more than 1640 million. Verify whether Mr. Saul's statement is valid. Okay, so we need to do more than one calculation here. Firstly, we need to look at the employees. Now let's go to the employees. So where do we find the employees? Now let's look at employee cost G. That's right over here, G, and it's this one here. Now let's look at G on our pie chart. If you look at G on the pie chart, you notice it's 31%. So now we need to find out 31% of the 105 billion. So let's write that down. 31% times 105.9. Okay, I've explained to you how to write that down now. Punching that in our calculator, we get 32829 and 6 zeros. Okay, if I had to write that down in terms of words or putting billion in that, let's use our separators. Okay, we get our separators, and then we can rewrite this down as 32,829 billion. Okay, so now that we've got that, now we need to determine with the 5%, would that amount be more than 5%? So let's find out 5% of that amount. Okay, so 5% times the 32. Okay, let's write the number down full. 829, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, punching that into our calculator. Okay, we would get 161. Okay, sorry, it's 164. Let's redo that. 164. Okay, it's 1641 450. Okay, and 3 zeros. So we get that in our calculator, and now we want to write this down in terms of billion. So let's put our separators there. So that's 1000, million, and there's our billion. Okay, so we got 1,64145 and billion. Okay, so now we notice that that he said that this amount will be more than 1,640, right, in our statement there, right? And so therefore E statement is correct because it's actually more. So therefore his statement is valid.